hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and hopefully I'm doing this right, you guys. This is my first live cooking demo. I'm going to be cooking chocolate chip pancakes for you guys today. So we'll wait and let some people join in, and then I will show you guys what we're making. Make sure we're doing this right. Looks like we have somebody in here. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure I was doing it right. Um, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, well, we've got a thumbs up. All right, so let me just quickly introduce myself. I don't want to keep you guys on here long. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and on my channel, I teach you substitution recipes. So far, I've lost about 65 pounds, and I have 35 more to go. And I did this by getting tested for food sensitivities, and I got a list of foods that I'm sensitive to, which I avoid, and then I replace them with the foods that love me back. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't see a chat or anything. I'm sure it's on there, but we'll come back to that because we're going to cook today. Let's see what we can do. All right. So if you guys saw the thumbnail, and sorry, with my technology, I'll be having to bend over for you. I am going to recreate chocolate chip pancakes. And I got this idea because I made pancakes for all the guys. They like breakfast for dinner and I couldn't have any. So I was like, man, I got to make this. I got to clean it up. I want to see if I can have a version for myself. And this is actually a version that's like the egg loaf. You might have seen that French toast recipe on my page. So the ingredients, really, you only need 2 ingredients. You need eggs. I'll be careful because I cracked some already. You need eggs, and then the recipe calls for goat cheese, but the recipe calls for cream cheese, but I tried to avoid cow dairy, so this is goat cheese. This one is a honey flavor. You can use plain. You can even make it with cream cheese. If you guys try that, let me know how it turns out. So all you need is like a blender. You can use like the little, what are they called? Like the little smoothie cups if you're making a small portion. It's a 1-to-1, meaning 2 ounces of cream cheese or goat cheese and 2 eggs. So I have a 4-ounce log of goat cheese. So I'm gonna be making this with 4 eggs. So literally, I'm just gonna go ahead and crack these in here. Hopefully I don't get any too much of a mess with the shells. So let's go ahead and get our eggs in here. I have made this recipe. If you look on my page, you will see the blueberry pancakes, which is this recipe. That's actually my favorite, but since Valentine's Day is coming, I wanted to try and recreate the chocolate chip pancake recipe. Kids can do this with supervision over the stovetop. Or I'll show you guys some hacks if you don't want to or don't have a stove. All right, let me wash my hands. Okay, now we've got 4 eggs in here, pretty straightforward. You guys should be able to see that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this goat cheese. Again, you can use cream cheese. I try to avoid cow dairy, so I substitute with goat products when I can. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly why. The goat, I think it's just the way the body processes it. I don't know if it's the lactose, I don't know what it is. But goat cheese, goat milk, goat yogurt is better for me. And when I did my sensitivity testing, I got a list of foods that I'm sensitive to that cause inflammation, allergies, all kind of different problems. And so that's what I avoid. All right. Sorry, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. I'm just a little low budget on the technology. So, hey, just stop by. Okay, let me see if I can see the chat, you guys, because I'm doing this just on my iPad. I'm gonna have to come back to the questions. So we'll just keep going for now. All right. Now the key with the cream cheese, goat cheese, what you want to do is leave it out to soften so that it blends really well. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I set that out this morning just for a little bit so that it's pliable. So again, you can use cream cheese. That's really all that you need for your batter, just your eggs and your cream cheese or goat cheese. I am going to put a little bit of nutmeg in for warmth. You could do cinnamon, however you like your pancakes, or you could just do them plain. So I'm just gonna be liberal with the nutmeg. And again, that's optional. So you see here, all I have is eggs, 4 eggs and 4 ounces of goat cheese. So this is my little ninja. I'm going to get this blended up so you guys can see. Pretty straightforward. And again, if your goat cheese or your cream cheese is soft, it'll go really fast. All right. So that's pretty much it. And I've tested this when I have like an 8-ounce log of goat cheese. You can make as much batter as you want and it will keep in the fridge. So you can have your batter ready to go and then just make fresh pancakes. All right. So you can see here, I'm actually gonna pour some of this out so you guys can see it. I've got a little gravy boat here that I like to use. So on my meal plan for breakfast, and I didn't eat breakfast today because I was waiting to cook this for you guys. So on my meal plan, I can have 2 eggs for breakfast. And since this is 4 eggs, I'm going to pour out half of the batter, and that should make me easily a nice 3-stack of pancakes. So let's see if I can take a look at I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. I can't read the measurements. Yeah, that should be plenty good. All right. If not, we can definitely make some more. So I'm gonna set the batter to the side, but hopefully you guys can see it's just, I don't wanna pour it, just eggs, the softened goat cheese or cream cheese, and I did put some nutmeg in. All right. So now we're really just ready to make pancakes any way that you would make pancakes. I like the little skillet. This size makes the pancakes all uniform because when you use a larger pan, you know, they can kind of spread out. And then I'll show you guys what other ingredient I'm using. I am using goat's butter. I'll show you guys what I have. So this is the Delamere goat's butter. You can get this at Whole Foods. I order it online through Caputo's. For me, it tastes like, and it works just like butter, and that's gonna give us that nice golden brown. But this is another substitute that I use almost every day to avoid cow dairy. So that may be something you might wanna try, you know, if you have issues with dairy. All right, oh, since we're making chocolate, I forgot. Ideally for this recipe, you want to have chocolate chips, and I didn't have chocolate chips on hand. So I'm gonna kind of make my own. This is a chocolate bar that I had in my secret stash. The Lakanto, this is sweetened with monk fruit. Now this is a dark chocolate. Ideally, pancakes are better with milk chocolate, but I'm gonna make my own. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up this bar and I'm gonna break it in half. I have some chocolate shavings, but I wanted to try something to see if I could make my own. So literally, this is just, you know, dark chocolate. And then what I'm gonna do, this is a little Pampered Chef like food chopper. You can get these anywhere, but literally, it's got the blades in here, and this is really, you know, good maybe for kids. They like doing that kind of thing, and it chops up vegetables. That's a great little tool to have. So I'm just gonna break this in half and then in thirds. So I just have the chocolate in this little container, and literally you put the chopper over top of it, and then when you smash down, it's gonna chop it up. So it is gonna be kind of loud. Sorry about that, but let's see if we can make some chocolate chips. All right, so let me take this off. Not bad, more like chocolate chunks, if you guys are able to see. So I could keep going if I wanted it to be really fine, or just a few pulses will get you the chocolate, but that's a great way to make chips when you don't have them. I also have one of those crank like cheese shredders, and I use that, but they came out like this, like chocolate shavings. That might be nice to dust on top. All right. So since we're making chocolate chip pancakes, I'm probably gonna put just about half of the chocolate chips into my batter. Again, you can make this blueberry, you can make it any way that you want. All right, not all of them got mixed up well, so I'm glad that I stopped. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so let me just stir this a little bit. So we have our chocolate chip batter. All right, so now let me get this out of you guys' way so you can see. With pancakes, here's the thing with pancakes. You want it to be on a medium heat that's hot enough to get it to cook, but not so hot that it burns, and that's the key. So we're gonna start on medium, but you just keep an eye on it. When my mom taught me how to cook, she was like, you just have to watch your food. All right, now in order to get that really nice golden look on your pancakes, you can put whatever in the pan. I'm going to use butter. Again, I'm going to use, this is just some of the goat's butter. You can see it looks just like butter. I had it out a little bit, so it's kind of soft. You don't need too much. So literally, you just put some butter in the pan, and then it's going to melt down just like anything else. Let me see if I can see any comments. Okay. Struggle streaming, hi. Did I research? No, let's see, stopping by. Okay, thanks everyone for stopping by, whether you're watching live or in the replay. And then with the butter, you know, I always just lift it up, want it to really coat the pan. Maybe I'll put a little bit more. All right. So again, you know, my metabolic specialist is here in the Atlanta area. And I think I said this on a previous live when I did my testing, and I'll do another video about this. Literally, she took like a little Q-tip and swabbed the inside of my cheek, and then took some samples of hair, and that's how I got my list of foods to avoid. All right, so we've got, I'll just brush this around a little bit so we have a nice even coat. You might be able to hear it sizzling. Literally, we have our butter in the pan. All right, so now we're gonna pour our pancake batter in there. All right, so because this is no flour, no sugar, no cow dairy, I thought when I first made it, it would be very eggy, but I was actually very surprised the first time I made this. It was, I'll turn it up just a little bit more. I was surprised how, in my opinion, fluffy it was. So our pancake is gonna start to sizzle. I'll bring it over to you guys, but let's see what else. When you're cooking pancakes, you know, you want to get the little bubbles to come through when you're using regular pancake. Okay, there we go. Regular pancake batter. But since this is egg, I don't know if you guys can see here, you're starting to get a little bit of bubbles. All right. So now, keep an eye on your food. Once it gets set, give it a little bit of time. You want that nice golden brown. And then we'll turn it over. Just like you would cook any other pancake. Now let's take a look here. I eat these pretty much every day because they're very filling. I don't want to break it. All right, let's see. The first one might not be that good. Ah! All right, it's a little dark. Let me turn this down. We'll get a plate and we'll make some more. Not bad though. So that's the test that lets you know that if your fire is too hot, they're dark like that. Or maybe too much butter. But you know what? These have chocolate in them. So that's the other thing too. I'm going to try and make them picture perfect for you guys. All right. So literally, since they're flat, like kind of crepes, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. And we'll just keep making our pancakes. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Wipe out the pan. All right. And then just keep going. Now the other thing with this, you can do it on the stove top. I'm also going to show you guys some other devices that I've used. All right. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So the Dash grill and griddles, the waffle maker, I've tested it on that. That's great. And then Dash also makes the little griddle. You just put some butter on the inside of those, and that's great for kids, or if you're traveling, or if you just don't want to use the stove. All right, let me turn this down. A little bit better. A little bit better. All right. And then we'll do one more. And I think what I'll do is I'll make, how are we on time? All right, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I'll make a few with the regular batter just so you guys can see with the blueberries, because I actually prefer those. But Valentine's Day is coming up. We've got some strawberries and some powdered sugar, so why not? All right, wiping it out. And then this will be our last chocolate pancake. I need to get another spatula. I'm going to put a little bit more batter in here because there's a lot of chocolate. There we go. All right. I think I like the blueberry better. I'm just grabbing some blueberries just so I can show you guys that option. I'm just rinsing off some blueberries. So we'll have both versions. All right. Let's get this to set. It's breaking. I don't know about the chocolate, but it's probably going to taste really good. what I do with the blueberry, I just pour the batter in by itself and then I sprinkle the blueberries on top. That's probably better than putting it inside. So we'll do that as well. All right, so that's gonna be our last chocolate pancake. We will make them pretty either way. I'm just gonna cut up a little bit of strawberry. A little powdered sugar, and then we'll have 2 plates side by side so you guys can let me know which one you like. But you know what? For me, it's a tasty alternative. You know, a big part of my success has been I've got to find food that I actually enjoy. All right. So let's get this last pancake. Probably the texture is kind of like a crepe, if you guys can see. Oh. All right. So it fell apart on me, but I'm still gonna put a little bit of powdered sugar and a little bit of butter. And then for syrup, I'll show you guys what we got. Uh-oh. I use sugar-free syrups. I'll show you the 2 that you can use or that I've used in the past. Carrie's makes a good sugar-free syrup because I avoid sugar. Walden Farms is also good. So, and we'll just dust it with a little bit more powdered sugar and we'll make the rest of them. Could be better. Let's make some blueberry really quick and then I'm gonna let you guys go. All right. So we're gonna put butter in the pan and we're gonna put the batter in by itself. All right. Then, instead of mixing it in, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sprinkle all our blueberries on top. So you can see here, hopefully you can see. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Then I just rinsed off some blueberries. However you like your pancakes, you could probably do nuts. You could do berries. You could do plain. All right. Let's see if there's any questions. All right. So we're getting our nice bubbles up with the blueberries. And again, you know, when I eat this for breakfast, I'm usually full until about 1 or 2 p.m. because literally the only ingredients that you need, again, are eggs and our cream cheese or goat cheese is what I use. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. All right. Now, again, the batter is going to be more runny because there's no flour in this at all. But you want to try and flip it. You don't want to get any holes, like I have holes in my chocolate chip version. So let's see how, this is how it's looking so far with the blueberries. All right, so we get up underneath there and we look. It's getting nice and golden. I want it to get set. That's the key. Let's see if we can keep it together. No. All right, better. You can see, I think that was the issue before, you know, having that, probably should have just put the batter and then sprinkled some chocolate chips on there. But we're gonna go ahead and make the rest of them blueberries so you guys can see. And then you can choose, and we could still put some, what's it called? Strawberries on the side or some fresh blueberries on there. But yeah, I think that's what's happening. You can see the ones that I made that are chocolate compared to the ones that are regular. But you see you're starting to get those blueberries start to burst. And when you eat them, so good. All right. So there's one. And we'll just do one more. All right. So let's get the butter on there. Gonna get some more blueberries. Let me rinse these off again. Get some more. All right. So for presentation, I think that's the lesson learned. Let the bottom get really set, because I think that chocolate is, you know, messing up the consistency of just plain batter. But hey, you know what? We all start somewhere, and you know, that's how I've learned. It's just trial and error. You know, you're not born, you know, an amazing chef. You try stuff, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. All right, let's see if we can get this other. Again, there's our batter, there's our blueberries. I need to stop moving it so that it can set. So I want to get one really nice, round. Because, you know, we all eat with our eyes, right? We want food to look good. Of course, it has to taste good. I haven't tried this with egg substitute or plant-based eggs. But if anybody, you know, doesn't eat eggs or can't have eggs, why don't you give it a try? Oh, I broke it. Oh, I was trying. All right. We'll get that done. And then the last one I'm gonna do, just plain. Just plain. As long as your eggs are good, and this, like I said, has worked in the waffle maker. It's worked in the dash griddle as well. So once it's cooked on both sides, all right. And I'm just gonna try one without any butter, and let's just see what happens. No butter, no blueberries, just a pancake. Wash my hands. All right, we're just about done here. Let me go ahead and start cleaning up. Oh dear. All right. I appreciate you guys coming on and supporting my first live cooking. If you like, let me know and I'll continue to do more. Usually I just take pictures and you get the good stuff. All right. That's probably the best one. No butter, no chocolate, no blueberries. So we'll let that set, and then we'll pretty it up and we'll go ahead and shut it off because I only wanted to be on for about half an hour. Let me see. Over here we got our, I guess I have to taste them, right? All right. So we've got our final pancake. Once it's done on both sides, all right, let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of, oh, I didn't show you guys. This is the powdered sweetener. Again, this is what I'm using, the confectioner's sweetener. And I'll put just a little bit of butter on the top. And that was all that I wanted to show for today. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys want me to try and make with substituted ingredients. Put that on there. We'll get our syrup. Drizzle that on there. I think I'm gonna go with the plain. And a little bit more powder. This is no calorie, sugar-free sweetener. And we'll sprinkle a little blueberries on top. All right. So this is what we've got. This is the blueberry version. Although the presentation is not great, you can kind of see here. I'll cut into it so you can see. And the chocolate version went flat on me, but I will taste it. I would probably just put the batter in and then sprinkle some chocolate maybe, you know, after. But you guys, let me know. You can also make them plain. All right. So I guess I'll cut into it so you guys can see. Let's see the texture. And we'll get a blueberry, but you can see it actually kind of cooks up like a pancake. Very good. I know the presentation is not great, but they're actually kind of, you know, fluffy to me. And again, no flour, no sugar, no cow dairy. All right, so happy early Valentine's Day. Let's see, I don't know. See about this one. You can see here the inside, the chocolate. Excuse me. It actually, it actually takes, it actually tastes better than it looks. So that was my cooking demo. You guys give them a try. Hopefully yours look better than mine, but you still get that nice pancake experience. So whether you're making them for Valentine's or just every day like I do, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me see if there's any other questions. Someone asked if I was at someone's place. No, this is my home. All right, thanks everyone. I really appreciate you joining in. Let me know if you like this, and I'll try another recipe next week. Bye for now.